We better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Longhorns will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back to pass, it's Galladay. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. With the catch, it's Clinton. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the 1st down.
It's a good job, too, there on 3rd down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's 3rd and long or 3rd and inches, you just have to go execute, and they do it there.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. On target. Breaks into the open. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Handoff from the gun. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Flips it out on the screen. Still running at the 40. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking for a crease to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man, it's Duke.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Caught behind the line. It's Simon. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they throw it to the fullback. Of course, he's not the most fleet of foot, and you could tell on that last play. Just wasn't able to shake anybody, and as a result, loss of yards.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They booted away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hands it off. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's got it again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Buckeyes come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Back to throw, it's Galladay. Quickly to the tight end. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chains.
And I like that. Third and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. They'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. Stumbled to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the ground, he's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Texas offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game,
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Got it in the middle. It's Winston. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. Third and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
The give to the fullback. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Buckeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Handoff to the single back. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Galladay. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man, we got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clinton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. With the catch, it's Duke. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
Unloads to the right. And they're not on the same page there.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
The Longhorns really need to keep this drive alive on third down. caught in the backfield. It's Simon. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 17 on to kick it away. Returner goes out of bounds.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw. It's Galladay. Makes the grab. There he goes. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Working that left side. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now trying to keep this drive alive on third and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit.
Turning it on. Past the 50. At the 30. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out. 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose, and nothing doing.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Working that left side now. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The Longhorns hit it quickly to the line.
White 94, slider choice.
He's looking to throw. That's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The inside handoff. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, the offense is penalized. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Galladay. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Third down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up fourth down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Quarterback keeper. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Grab near the sticks. It's Kane. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Trying to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that's a